Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team here at Reliance Melton, would like to thank you very much for joining us here this afternoon for this lovely auction here at number 64 Henry Street in the heart of Melton. To all of our bidders and buyers here today, I wish you all the very best with your bidding endeavours. My instructions to you are quite simple. That is to bid bold, bid confidently, bid to the absolute maximum of your capacity. Give yourself every opportunity to be that lucky and successful buyer here today. I'm sure you're somewhere in the crowd. So to you, a slightly early congratulations is in order for your wonderful purchase. And what a wonderful purchase it will be for you and your family. I'm sure of it for the many, many years to come. I'd like to take the time to thank our vendors as well for not only entrusting myself to be the auctioneer, but also the entire selling team at Reliance Melton for selling what is arguably their most prized possession. Of course, your listing agents, none other than Sandy. And we've got Mansi and Nitesh. We're also supported by the rest of the team as well. I'm just going to make sure I've got everybody's names. We've got Sunil, AJ, and we've also got Ritu as well. So if you do have any questions or need any support with your bidding endeavours, make sure to flag down one of the team and they'll happily come to your aid. But otherwise, if that's all well and good, I'm going to quickly cover the rules and regulations of an auction. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As your auctioneer, I will be indicating bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it will issue fines for misconduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words I will be using to indicate I am placing a bid on behalf of our vendors is simply vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer can place those vendor bids. Now, settlement terms are quite flexible. We're happy with anything between 30 to 90 days, although our vendors are preferring a shorter settlement period. Now, we're also going to be flexible with our deposit terms as well. We're happy to accept a 5 or 10% deposit payable this evening, and that's to be made available to the trust account of Reliance Melton by bank check or bank transfer. Of course, if you've had any prior arranged terms and conditions discussed and our vendors have agreed to those terms, then you're more than comfortable to be bidding on that basis. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a spectacular home here today, 64 Henry Street in the suburb of Melton here. This is a stunning opportunity here, both if it's a home for you to live in, a development opportunity, or even a business commercial use opportunity. There's something for everybody in this particular home. The reason why it's so well sought after is because of the central location within Melton. Literally across the road, you've got the main road with all the shops, amenities, community centres, everything within a walking distance and an arm's reach from this particular home. And that's what makes it very well sought after for commercial use as well. Within a mixed zoning area, this is something that you can turn into a clinic, development, subject to council approval as well. The world is simply your oyster, ladies and gentlemen, but otherwise, if you are looking to make this your home, 1,000 square meters and just a little bit more on top of pure Melton soil here. Prime real estate here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, and much, much more space out towards that backyard area. Perfect for growing families, ladies and gentlemen. Once you make your way through, I think Ritu was mentioning this, or Mansi was mentioning this, you can really cover up all the spaces here, close off some doors and make the separation of space so that you can enjoy privacy while also entertaining your friends and family. That expansive family area as well is just enormous. You can pack a room full of people and still have much more space to move around yourself. The outdoor area is very spacious as well. These are the kinds of proportions that people really desire and can't quite get anymore in metropolitan Melbourne, and that's what you'll only find in Melton these days, ladies and gentlemen, for a very reasonable price point up on offer here today. And of course, the location, I touched on that as well, the arm's reach of everything here. You've also got all the local shops, cafes, groceries within walking distance, libraries, community centres, gyms, dentists, community centres I've mentioned before as well, all very short distance from here. And you've also got zoning for Melton Primary School and Melton Secondary College, which you could really just walk on over if you don't choose to drive. Easy access to all of the buses across High Street, as well as Melton Station not far from here as well. So really good value buying opportunity. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very good time to get into the marketplace as well. We're seeing rate cuts coming through much more demand in terms of buyer activity. So if anything, you've just missed out on the very bottom of the market, and we're already taking a turn for it to get more and more hot, especially as we hit deeper into spring. So ladies and gentlemen, very good opportunity to buy here. I'm going to hand it over to you now for your spirited bidding. Who would like to get the auction underway? And I don't mind where we start. Ladies and gentlemen, show me that you mean business here. There's a really good opportunity here to start with an absolute bang and show strength from the onset of the auction. Don't mind where we start. Of course, our quoting range, $8.79 to $9.19, a very good, fair, reasonable value. And of course, Sandy's telling me as well how all of the other properties in the area are selling much beyond that because there is so much value in the land and location here. Ladies and gentlemen, start me off, show me that you're interested. What do we say? A fantastic value buying opportunity. Raise your hand. Tell me where you see logical value. 880, of course, is a very reasonable place to start, seeing as it's the bottom end of the quoting range. Otherwise, start me off even up to 900 if you see very good value in this home. 850, very light on, but I'm happily welcoming you into the auction now at $850,000. Very fair value buying at that level. Let's go to 860 for our next bid, and it's only logical to make it work in the tens. 860, is that correct? We got our bidder on the phone as well at $860,000. Thank you very much for that. At $860,000, that's Nitesh over there holding the phone with our bidder there. At $860,000, 870, and straight away at $870,000, very quick to pull the trigger, and that's how you want to bid at auction. At $870,000, absolutely fearless. At $870,000, let me know if you'd like to go to 880. At $870,000, happy to see you guys in as well if you'd like. At $870,000 now, Sunil, how's your buy going over there? At 870, sorry? Let's do one more 10 and we'll go in the fives. How about that? At $870,000, let's go straight to 880. Show some strength. This is not the time to pull away now. At $870,000, 880 is there if you'd like. Yes? At $880,000. Now we can go in the fives, but I would suggest going straight to 890 and being aggressive here. At $880,000, they're pulling away. They're already showing me that they're starting to slow down here. Kill them with a big knockout blow. Go straight to 890 now. At $880,000 on the phone. We can do 85 if you like. 85 in the fives are popular. At $885 now, we've unlocked your $5,000 increments, and I'm happily taking them from here, true to my word. At $885,000, let's go 890 now. At $885,000 now. 885 with Sandy on my right. At $885,000, 64 Henry Street, Melton, going up for sale and well and truly underway now at $885,000. Nitesh, how are we going with our buyer on the phone? At $885,000, that's a very good sign for you. The body language suggests that they're really edging towards the maximum of their capacity here. So 885, you're very firmly in the lead at this point in time. 890, and they're coming back for more. At 890 now. At 890, it's written all over your face. You weren't expecting that either. At 890, let's do another quick bid. Go straight to 95. At 890 the bid. It's worth much more than that, I can assure you. A very prime location here in the center of Melton. 890 is the bid. You go 95? Yes? 95? There's 890 over there. Take your time to have a think about it. 890. $890,000. Any interest against the car? We're not here to bid. I hope you are enjoying the show. What about over there? At $890,000, very fair buying opportunity. $5,000? No, very tough crowd here today at $890,000 now. Waiting for your buyer, Sandy. Give me the instructions there in the Tesh. By the way, your bidder on the phone. I hope they're expecting another bid coming because I can tell she's very much thinking about it here. At $890,000, still in the lead. 95, just confirming the bid. You don't seem so sure about it. Sandy's very confident, but I want to make sure that we're all on the same page here because I'll take the bid any day, any time of the day. Just when you're ready, let me know at $890,000, but I do need to know quickly. I do do have to move the auction along just in the interest of keeping our highest bidder not waiting too long. I'm going to call it 3 times now. I need to know if that's a bid or not. First call now at $890,000, and that is a bid at $895. Let's get that updated. Now, you've had a long time here to expect that bid. What do we do from here? At $895, are we going to go straight to $900? At $895 is the bid. Sandy, your bidder in the lead at $895 now. Still in it, and Sandy getting some instructions from inside here, which may be some very good news, and that's what we're talking about. Perhaps some good news in terms of announcing the property on the market. Not just yet. We're waiting for that explicit instruction here. 895 may just unlock that opportunity here. Nitesh, waiting for your bidder on the phone. What do they say? At 895, they're thinking about it, which again, we are nearing the edge of everybody's budgets here. At 895, just a couple more bids and the auction may be rounding out. This is the perfect time to be aggressive with those bidding. At 895, waiting for instructions from Sandy as well. Make sure to pass that on to your bidder over the phone. Think about it now. If the property was on the market, would you or would you not bid? Because if you would, it makes no sense to back away now. It pays to show strength here. At 895 now, you're in the lead and good luck. I am going to give them a little bit of time as well. Same courtesy and respect goes out that way as well. Sandy, need to know what's happening inside as well from an instructions perspective. First call at $890,000 and good luck to you. Sorry, 95. Second call, you're on the ball here at $895,000. Now, third, final time, are we or aren't we? We're going to vendor bid, are we, at 895. We're waiting for Natash's bidder here just to see if there's instructions. We're going to vendor bid to 915. Was that the instructions there? $895,000. No good at this point in time, and we may be placing a vendor bid at 915 if we're not seeing any further participation from your bidder here. At $895,000, vendor's instructions there is to go to 915 if we're not seeing any further participation from here. First call now, Natasha, need to know from your buyer. Second call, third and final time. Are we sure we're done? We're finished. We're silent here. What do we say? We are going to be placing a bid to 915. That's instructions from the vendor there. Couldn't be any more clear. At 895, Sandy, I'll give your buyer just a little bit more time and we'll wrap up the auction from here with the instructions given from our vendors. At 895 now, if you'd like to increase your offer to 915, it saves me placing that bid anyways. At 895, currently the bid though. Waiting for instructions from you guys as well. Any interest at all? Not at all. Very hard to please. I hope you have enjoyed watching the show all together and you guys are together. Together. But she likes the shade a little bit more than you. It's either that or you've had a fight recently and you don't want to stand next to each other. At 895, maybe one person wants the property and one person doesn't. At 895, the bid. Final opportunity now, guys. Need to know instructions from you guys. Otherwise, we're wrapping up the auction at a vendor bid at 915. It's very lovely weather today as well. We're getting the sun out. Not too windy. Sorry, no, we're not going to place it just yet. I'm waiting for any further. If you'd like to increase your offer to 915, we'll take that bid. Otherwise, the instructions are to place the vendor bid at 915. Up to you. I'm just waiting at this stage. I think the Tesha's bidder is all done. So your decision. Would you like to increase your offer here? We're going to go on. I think, Sandy, what that means is I'll place my vendor bid at 915. We'll formally pass the property in. I'm getting the nod of the head. I'm going to give everybody one last opportunity. First call, second call, third, final time, all done, finished, silent now. In that case, we place that vendor bid at $915,000. We formally pass the property in on a vendor bid. We're all going to be around here for the next couple of minutes to take any questions or offers from here. But in the meantime, we are formally closing off the auction here. I'm going to give everybody a round of applause for their participation. I thank you very much, and we hope to update you with a sold result very shortly. Thank you so much.